Poshmark biggest pain in the a buyer opened a case. What now? Hi, my name is Alina. I'm a part-time Poshmark reseller and a reselling content creator. It really depends on the case and the reason, but there are general steps that a seller can follow when a case is open against them on Poshmark. Number one, review the case carefully. The first step is to read the case details thoroughly to understand the buyer's concerns and the reason for opening a case. Number two, respond to the case. Once you have reviewed the case, it's important to respond to the case immediately. You can either accept the return request if you know you're at fault, or provide additional information to dispute the case. In both instances, you want to include Poshmark into the conversation, and if you click the three dots at the right side of the send button, you will have the option to include Poshmark in the conversation. Provide relevant evidence. If you decide to contest the case, make sure to provide all the relevant evidence that supports your stance. This might include product photographs, USPS shipping receipts. If it's a valuable item, I would suggest to get proof you shipped it. The receipt will state the weight, time, and date that you shipped the item. Past communications with the buyer, for sure you communicated about the item or the problem. Make sure you keep all the pictures you took of your listing until your item is accepted and the funds are released. You can delete the photos once the transaction is completed. 4. Wait for the resolution. After you responded to the case, Poshmark will investigate the issue and make a final decision based on the evidence submitted by both parties. This might take between 3 to 7 business days, sometimes even longer. And the fifth and the last point, take appropriate action. If the case is resolved in your favor, you can continue to sell on Poshmark as usual. Your funds are released and everything is good. However, if Poshmark decides in favor of the buyer, you might need to accept the return and Poshmark will refund the buyer's money. Sometimes if the case is within a gray area and Poshmark cannot come to a relevant conclusion, both the buyer and the seller would get to keep the funds and the buyer gets to keep the item in addition to that. It is important to stay calm and professional during the entire process and always treat the buyer with respect and empathy. We're only human and mistakes can happen, but I would suggest to always be honest. And ultimately, sometimes you might deal with a client who does not listen to reason and kind of pushes the envelope or gets aggressive. In this case, if you feel insulted or bullied, I'd suggest to stop communication at once. Do not let yourself be provoked and let Poshmark deal with it. Having a case open against you can be upsetting, but please don't take it personal. Try to treat the buyer with respect and you will get the same respect back. I hope. We're only human, we're prone to make mistakes, and everything will be okay. All in all, make sure to avoid cases opened against you by following the tips that I described in the video linked on the screen and on how to list your items on Poshmark. If you enjoy my reselling videos, make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post new content, and please hit the thumbs up on your way out. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. Bye!